Hi, my name is Jason, and this is my vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Evening, folks. It's Tuesday evening, and it's 10 to 7. I'm halfway through me African Nations Cup at the moment, so I thought I'd come on and do a quick video between. Something's been bugging me since yesterday, actually, and it's something I read on the CMT site about somebody who'd been to the doctors, and the doctor had asked them, or the specialist, sorry, had asked them where they felt pain, and when the person had told them where they felt pain, the specialist turned around and said, well, that can't be CMT because you don't get pain from CMT. Now, this has been bugging me, really bugging me, because every specialist I've seen, whether it be an eye specialist, whether it be a doctor, whether it be a back specialist, when I've mentioned that I've got pain, whether it's in my eye, because I mean, I went last year for my eye, and when I told him I was having problems with my eye and pain in my eye, he turned around and said, well, that could be linked to CMT. So I would like to get one person, just one person, who knows what the hell they are talking about, right? Because I'm sick of hearing about these so-called specialists, right, who don't seem to know a thing about CMT. And the other thing that bugs me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, is when you go see these specialists, from what I've been reading on the CMT site anyway, is a lot of them look at you as if to say, what are you doing here? I can't do anything for you. Sometimes with CMT, the one thing you need is a bit of reassurance. You need somebody to talk to who knows about the condition, who you think can explain why things are going downhill quick. I mean, I know that when I first got diagnosed with this condition, I didn't have hardly anything wrong with me. You wouldn't have known I'd got CMT. I wouldn't have even known I got it. And now when I go see my specialist, I want to say to him, look, I can't hardly feel anything in my fingers and my hands. I have a job gripping anything or pulling or holding or anything. I can't get any force in my hands. My legs keep buckling. I have to wear calipers all the time. I want to tell him that so he can say to me, that is normal for CMT. You know, so when these specialists look at you as if to say you're wasting my time because there's nothing I can do, they shouldn't be paid. I'm sorry, but they shouldn't. I read about a woman yesterday who went to see a specialist, and the specialist basically just looked at her as if to say, what are you doing here? I can't do anything for you anyway. We need some reassurance. When you've got a condition that you don't understand, because I don't understand it, no chance do I. I'm finding different things to do with it every day. You know, and to be told by an expert, or to be made to feel by an expert that you shouldn't actually be there. We didn't ask for this condition. We didn't say, you know, can we have CMT, please? Because it'd be nice to have. So please treat us with a bit of respect and a bit of dignity. It's like when you go for these PIP medicals. You get treated as if you're some sort of scrounger. Now, in your medical records, it states that you have CMT. In my case, it's got CMT, gastroesophageal reflux disease, hypothyroidism, and anxiety. So I've got all four. Now, if I'm going to be treated like I've just made that up, and they want to find out whether I'm telling the truth or not, I don't self-diagnose. I didn't go into the doctor and say, oh, doctor, I think I'm suffering with anxiety. He told me I was suffering with anxiety when he asked me what the problem was and explained everything what was going on in my life. And he had said, well, you know, you've got anxiety. And he put me on medication for anxiety, you know. And when my stomach, when me throwing up everywhere and you know, 24/7, I got diagnosed with gastroesophageal reflux disease and put on medication. My thyroid, exactly the same. I didn't go in there and say, doc, I've got a thyroid problem. I had blood tests which revealed I'd got a thyroid problem. So please, 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 when we go for these medicals, treat us with a bit of respect and a bit of dignity. You're getting paid a wage. You shouldn't treat us like we're scum. It's a horrible, horrible feeling. A lot of people I know actually don't want to go for a PIP medical because they're scared of how they'll be treated, because we're treated like cattle. We are literally treated like cattle. And with the next one, are you passed? Right, I don't know. Hang on, I've got a certain percentage that I've got put through. Oh, look, I'm over that percentage, so it doesn't matter if you've got one arm hanging off, one leg hanging off, and you're blind. You're not going to have PIP. You know? I mean, yes, I know there's people worse than me. I'm not saying I'm the worst, because I'm not. There's loads of people worse than me, and there's loads of people better than me. They're on massive benefits. You know, there's people who are scamming the system left, right, and centre. But if you've got a recognised medical condition like we have, then surely you should be treated with a little bit of respect, a little bit of dignity. If we're supposed to treat the social and that with respect, surely they can do the same to us. Oh man, it really gets on my nerves. I read on the CMT site and some of the stories, I think if I had to go through that, I'd go mad. I'd go absolutely mad. I mean, I went through my PIP medical, and fair enough, he was okay with me. He weren't too bad, but I don't take that as nothing, mate. I just take that with a pinch of salt. Because he could be nice as pie to me and stab me in the back the next minute. If he's past his quota, then I'm knackered. I've got to appeal. But I tell you something, I'm going to appeal. I will appeal and I will take it further and I'll take it to a tribunal like I've done before. Because at no point have I turned around and said that I've got a condition. They told me I've got the condition. So why should I have to prove it? Quite something else I've noticed just lately. I don't know whether it's to do with my anxiety or what, but whenever I get involved in a subject and I get really emotionally involved in a subject, I start shaking and I start shivering inside and I start tingling and I can't do anything about it and I get really like I'm going to pass out. So I'll calm down there, and that's what I wanted to really bring up today about that. I'm sick of reading on CMT sites about people who are treated like rubbish. Start treating us with a bit of dignity. We deserve it. We deserve it. You know, we haven't come along and decided to put his hand out for money from you. A lot of us would love to be able to survive without the money, but we can't. We can't, because we can't go out and earn a wage. We can't go out and get a job that's bringing in 40, 50, 60 grand a year. So we've got to live off social money. You know, we have got some dignity, you know. I mean, bear in mind, I went years and years and years before I'd even apply for any benefits. And it was only because my company sacked me from my job that I was told by the social to apply for DLA. I wasn't going to apply for it. I was going to go 26 weeks without any money because my company had sacked me because I'd stopped, because I wasn't doing what they wanted me to do. But it's funny because the company only sacked me once they found out I got the medical condition. Coincidence, that, isn't it? All it was they were scared, mate. They knew that because of me, they were probably going to have to get more insurance because they wouldn't have been insured for me to go into the warehouse and fetch parcels and stuff, and that's what they wanted me to do at night. So I knew a fast one what they were pulling there. Anyway, I've not been good in the last few days. I've had bad back problems. I've got a doctor's appointment on Friday about my back, my hip, my medication. I need also to arrange a podiatry appointment. And the reason being, last time I went to the podiatry appointment, they very calmly said to Deb, well, this is just something your wife could do at home. Deb is absolutely terrified of cutting me. She's terrified of using scissors on my nails or using nail clippers and accidentally clipping my feet because I can't feel it. So the first thing she'll know is a gush of blood. You know, and she doesn't want to have that every time. She's scared out of her head if she does things like that. And I don't want people messing with my feet unless they paid to mess with my feet. My feet are horrible. They're really, really horrible. I can't keep them clean. I can't keep them hygienic. I've tried everything, and they still won't. You know, so if somebody's paid to look at my feet, fair enough. But if they're not paid, then no, I don't want them looking at my feet. And I've also got blood tests on the 4th of July. Now, they're for my thyroid, because I've had my letter through to remind me about my thyroid. But while I was actually on the phone, the woman said, yeah, because one of the head doctors has also said she wants you to have bloods done as well. So I don't know anything about that. But I've had my medication through today, and Deb's, put it all in my tubs for me, taking it out the packets, done my dosage and everything for me, because I'm terrible with dosage. I don't know whether it's my anxiety again or what, but I am absolutely terrible. I've ended up with 12 omeprazole left, 2 cocodamol and 2 levothyroxine, and they should have run out yesterday. So I don't know what I've done. I don't know how I've figured it. I've also ended up with levothyroxine upstairs. Let me get it right. Omeprazole upstairs when I take my omeprazole downstairs. I've ended up with so many pills all over the place that it's because I decided last month in my infinite wisdom to be very clever and work out my own tablets. And I didn't do a very good job of it. Deb was laughing here. And not laughing horribly, laughing actually going, what have you done? You know, she hadn't got a clue. And I hadn't got a clue. So, yeah, that's my rant for today. I'm just not happy about how we're getting treated. It's not fair. It's really not fair. And it's about time somebody stood up for us all. It's all right having companies that, you know, are called like CMT, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I can understand that. That's fantastic. And they've helped me on the groups and everything. They're great. But we need somebody in power or some politician to have somebody who's got CMT in their family, just so we'll get somebody to stand up for us and say, look, stop treating us like second-class citizens or third-class citizens. You're treating us like we're scum, and we're not. We are genuinely honest people, most of us, who've got proper conditions that have been recognised by medical specialists, and yet we're treated like we've just spun a dice and gone, oh, hang on, number 3, right, that's CMT, right, we'll have that. We haven't. So just treat us a bit better, will you? For God's sake, you're really getting to me now. Anyway, I'm going to go back through. I'm going to go watch a bit more football. I'm going to do a bit more video in a bit as well. Lighter note stuff what's been happening and that. So you take care for now. Hey, I've just come back after watching the football. I'll be watching another match at 9. I might watch the women's football in a minute, I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't been doing much the last couple of days. It's been a case of resting me back and resting me hip till I go see the doc so I know what's going on. Like I said, I think I might have to go on tramadol again and put up with the pains in my stomach because I don't know what else I can do. I'm trying some gel at the moment, I told you the other day, called glucosamine or something, and it ain't really doing much, I must admit. I don't know what it's supposed to do, but it isn't doing anything. Not really a lot happening in my life at the moment. We aren't going out much because, like I said, I'm in that much pain with this hip and side. It seems to be when I put my foot down, it feels like a real bad throbbing pain in my hip, and I don't know what's causing it. I mean, it could be actually because I use my stick in my right hand when I'm walking, and it might be the counterbalance for that that's causing the problems. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's a strange one. It's a real strange one. I'm back into me writing again. I'm hoping to get a book, my second fantasy novel, published soon, and also my book of poetry. I don't know yet. I'll have to see how I go because, as anybody knows, if you're into doing something like writing or something like that, you've got to be really in the mood to do it. And if you try and push it when you're not in the mood, it comes out rubbish, and you just look at it and think, "Nah, I shouldn't have done that." So we'll just have to see. My family's all right and everything. I also noticed a lot of stuff today. Somebody posted a really good post actually, and it was about the plastics thing. Now, I'm really against all the use of plastics. I don't like it at all. I don't know why we do it. I think it's pointless. I'll give you a quick example. I mean, here we have a bog standard tub of vitamin D tablets, right? Vitamin D tablets, and here's one I opened earlier. And basically, the tablets in there are there, and that is with 2 taken out. So you look at how much plastic waste there is just on that one tub. And somebody made a good point. When I was growing up in the 80s, the only thing that were plastic were detergent bottles, like washing up liquid and stuff like that, and margarine tubs, right? Sweets used to come in paper bags. Meat used to come in greaseproof paper. Bread used to come in a greaseproof wrapper. All the stuff that you wanted used to come in cardboard, either boxes or cartons and stuff like that, right? So when this new generation says that our generation has created all this plastic waste, just remember, we didn't grow up with plastic. Well, I didn't grow up with plastic anyway. In the 80s, we hardly ever saw plastic. And even pop bottles, which obviously majority of them now are plastic, like Pepsi Max, etc. When I was growing up, they were glass bottles, and they were thing called bar bottles, and you basically bought it for 50p, and when you took it back, you got 10 pence off the bottle. So this thing about taking plastics back and getting 10 pence isn't new. It isn't new. We did it years ago, and we used to love doing it because we would take the pop bottle back to the bar, to the shop, basically, and get 10 pence back and spend it on 10 pence sweets. Then with the days. But yeah, there is so much use of plastic nowadays, and yet we're getting the blame for it, my generation, the 40s, and it's like, well, hang on a minute, we didn't grow up with plastic. Yeah, like I said, we did have plastic for things like detergent bottles, but I think that was more a case of hygiene than anything, because obviously you've got detergent, you can't really put it in a cardboard box, can you? You can't really put it in a cardboard bottle or nothing like that. I mean, you think about it now, most soap powders, liquid conditioners, obviously, and stuff like that, because it's liquid, it's in a plastic bottle, and because it's in a plastic bottle, it's plastic, you know, simple as, it's plastic. Also, the only thing I also do remember when I was growing up is even ice cream, which is now 99% in tubs, used to come in cardboard, about so long, about so thick, and you would literally have to cut it into squares and put it into wafers. So all this stuff about my generation producing the plastic and all this garbage, I think it's a load of rubbish. And these young ones that are coming forward saying, oh, you know, we've ruined the planet for them, I would hate to think what it's going to be like in the next 100 years with you lot about, mate. I'll tell you that now. You live off takeaways, You can't come away from computer screens to save your life. I mean, I'm on my computer now. Yeah, I am. Dead right, yep. And I'll watch TV. That's because I haven't got the freedom to be able to get out and do what I want. I haven't got the ability in my body to be able to get out and do what I want. Because if I had, do you honestly think I'd be sitting on a computer? Do you honestly think I'd be sitting watching football? I'd be out. I'd be out every day, mate. Especially in the summer. In the summer, we used to go downtown 4, 5, 6 days a week. You know, we'd be down there, even if it was just to walk down the pier in a cuppa at the end of it, or a stroll along the fronts. We've walked, me and Deb in the past have walked 5 miles, mate, 6 miles, and not even thought about it. And I'd love to be able to do that again. I'd love to, but unfortunately, my body's got other ideas. Now I can't walk 60 yards, let alone 6 miles. So, it's one of them things, but we don't, you know, it's not a choice. I don't choose to stay in and not go out. My body has other ideas in the morning. Sometimes I wake up and go, yay, I'm ready to go out, and then I move, and all of a sudden I'm racked with pain and I can't move properly. So what use is that? What use is that going out? If you're in absolute agony, you won't enjoy it, you won't do anything. But I still force myself to go out a couple of times. You know, if we're going downtown and Deb wants to go downtown, I won't turn around and say no, I can't because I'm in agony. I'll say, yeah, go on, I'll put up with it for a day. I'll have tomorrow off, but I'll put up with it for a day. So there you go. Anyway, on that note, I'm finishing my vlog. You all take care, and I'll do another one pretty soon. Bye for now. Hi, I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and a like. Thank you very much. And if you like what you saw, you can subscribe by clicking there. And if you want to see what I did yesterday, you've just got to click up there. Bye for now.